Hello, Driver Radio fans. Richard Rush here today with Walt McLean behind the camera. Today, we're going to take a look at the 2021 Toyota Sienna, obviously Toyota's minivan, and they've now kind of stepped up to the plate to join the other manufacturers in redesigning. Been completely redesigned for 2021. So, with that said, Walt, let's do a quick walk around, show everyone what's going on. Again, folks, completely redesigned. Some of you will notice that, especially if you've got a Sienna, you'll know the more aggressive styling, the looks at it, and then obviously when we show you the interior, you're going to be able to see what we're talking about there. One thing to note, obviously, is you're noticing the hybrid. That is the only powertrain available. It's now a four-cylinder mated with the hybrid powertrain. There's no longer the V6 option. They've obviously done that for fuel economy, and I will say they have won with that. I actually drove this vehicle all over creation this past weekend, everything, had the kids in the car, all that fun stuff, and just got it below 3/4 of a tank. So I think you can get over 500 miles almost on one tank, which for a minivan is fantastic. Heated and ventilated front seats up top, heated steering wheel, all of the safety precautions. This is the platinum level, so the top of the line trim. I could talk about the features for days. It's got an updated infotainment system, updated center stack. You've got the Qi wireless charging right there, different drive modes, the automatic brake hold, the EV mode. You've got a really deep center console, which we'll talk about in just a second. All the power doors. One thing I will note, and other manufacturers have done this, there's a little button on the door handle there that you have to push. So if you've got young kids, you can just they don't have to actually pull the handle anymore. They can literally just press that button. Walt will show you the second row captain chairs that move forward and recline. They are not removable. I don't know the exact reasoning, but I would assume because of the battery pack and how they've integrated stuff in there, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. Both these back windows do go down, and you've got sunshades on them, which is really nice. As we get into the third row here and we come around to this back side, and Walt, you're good. Take your time. I'm going to let the hatch come open. This is an all-wheel drive. That's part of that hybrid powertrain, which is fantastic, especially for a minivan. That all-wheel drive works really, really well. 60/40 rear folding seat, which works great. You've got the flatless tire. There's a repair kit over here, a little pump to pump up your tires. To fold these down is obviously very easy to do. Put them in there like that. Fold it. You can do the same with the other side, so you can still fit, what is that, three? So you can still fit 7 passengers in here with storage room in the back, or you can lay these flat and get all sorts of room in the back that way. Close that. One thing to note, this should have, or actually I take that back. One other final, or not other final thing to note, well, is that I'm going to pull out the key fob. Obviously, you can control all the doors with the key fob, as I'm doing right here. On 2021, it was supposed to come with a refrigerator and reclining second row seats due to manufacturer shortages. That's not available as of right now, but I would expect probably for model year 2022 that to be the case. So, yes, you do get a refrigerator in your minivan. So, for those of you moms and dads out there with juice boxes and milk and all the other stuff, you'll know that'll come in handy. Price on this vehicle as it sits, which gives you the rear seat entertainment system, an inverter, digital rear view mirror, and a few other items. It's 54,212, so just under 55,000 for a high-end, again, platinum version. Fuel economy 35 and 36 for an average of 35, and we've been right there. What I will say about the performance at our altitude, folks, it's a hybrid. It's not going to be a speed demon, and it's a minivan. So just note that. But I will say, if you go a lot of places and you don't want to worry about filling up, and you drive around town, the hybrid option for a minivan is really hard to beat. Again, as other manufacturers are doing that more and more, it was about time for Toyota to do it. I will say this, and Toyota, hear me out. Other manufacturers have more technology, more features, more pizzazz on the interior of it. However, it's hard to beat this badge on the front, which is just the Toyota reliability factor of this vehicle. You're going to have it, and it's going to go for a long, long time. So something to note, other vehicles are going to have more features, but depending on how you feel comfortable, and so some of you are Toyota lifers, which that's fine. If that's the case, I encourage you to check it out, especially if you've got an older minivan, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, you're looking to maybe upgrade. Maybe you got one that's 4 or 5 years old. This is, again, a complete new redesign, like what they've done, like the styling. And I'll be honest, folks, it's easy, it's utility, it's fantastic that way. So if you want to learn more about this vehicle, head to your local Toyota dealer, get yourself in it, of course, get your family in it. And when you do that, let them know that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.